2. Who is the master of fate? What is the principle behind improving one's fate? Who is truly in control of one's fate? Is it God who determines whether a person will be rich or poor, noble or lowly? In fact, the law of karma has made it clear. The true master of human fate is not someone else, but oneself, because everything is self-created. If you harbor malice and take lives in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a short life or illness and an unhappy fate in the next life. If you have a compassionate heart and refrain from killing in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a healthy and long life in the next. If you have a compassionate heart and refrain from killing in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a healthy and long life in the next. If you are often arrogant and contemptuous of others in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a lowly fate in the next. If you are stingy and unwilling to help the poor and sick in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a life of poverty in the next. If you are generous and always offer money or assistance to the poor in this lifetime, you have already destined yourself to a life of wealth and prosperity in the next. All of these, you're determining your own fate. Who else than yourself is the master of fate? No one can impose it upon you. Everything is self-created. Furthermore, your current fate is the result of your actions in past lives. It is the fate you have destined for yourself. Many people say to me, I am a kind-hearted person in this lifetime, always eager to help others. But why do I face hatred instead of gratitude? Many others say, I have done many good deeds in this lifetime, treating others with conscience. So why is my fortune always stagnant? Why do ruthless individuals who spare no means to harm others and benefit themselves rise to success? In fact, the actions of this lifetime may not result in immediate consequences. Some may receive their karmic retribution in old age, while others may experience it in the next life. The retribution received in this lifetime is mostly the result of past causes. It is similar to owing a debt. If your kind-heartedness in this lifetime is struck by lightning and you are resented by others, it is because you owed this debt to others in a past life and in this lifetime. If your kind-heartedness in this lifetime is struck by lightning and you are resented by others, it is because you owed this debt to others in a past life and in this lifetime. You must experience the same feelings as repayment. Only when this debt is repaid can you enjoy the rewards of a kind-hearted person. If your fortune is stagnant in this lifetime, it is because you owed the debt of harming others and benefiting yourself in a past life. Only when this debt is repaid can you enjoy the rewards of doing good deeds. Those who rise to success in this lifetime are reaping the rewards of the good causes they sowed in their past lives. Only when this good reward is complete will they experience the consequences of being ruthless and self-serving. If the debts owed from past lives are heavy, it will take a long time to repay them in this lifetime. If the debts were light, the repayment time will be shorter. This is very fair. Therefore, the cycle of karma and retribution does not have a fixed time frame. Some may receive obvious retribution within a few years in this lifetime, while others may have to wait for 10 or dozens of years. Some may experience retribution in the next generation, and some may even have to wait for 2 or 3 more lifetimes. Do not forget a very important cycle for those who sold to many evil causes and have heavy debts. Their next lifetime may very well be as an animal with horns and fur, and they may have to go through several lifetimes of animal existence before being reborn. As a human again, this involves the issue of reincarnation. The cycle of karma and retribution often exhibits a phenomenon of offsetting. For example, if one sows good causes in a past life and should receive 10 years of blessings in this lifetime, but sows bad causes in this lifetime, it will reduce the duration of future blessings. Conversely, if one sows bad causes in a past life and should receive several years of retribution in this lifetime, but sows good causes in this lifetime, it will reduce the duration of future retribution. If the causes for good deeds in this lifetime continue to rapidly accumulate, it will inevitably quickly eliminate the retribution. This calculation of addition and subtraction depends on whether good or evil is heavier, just like a fair balance. This is the principle of I create my own fate, and I seek my own blessings. This is also the principle behind improving one's fate. Since in a past life, whether consciously or unconsciously, one has destined oneself to receive the retribution of bad deeds in this lifetime. one must reflect promptly, continuously, and rapidly increase good causes. There was a master in the Ming Dynasty who was able to improve his destiny. His surname was Yuan, and his given name was Liao Fan. Through continuous acts of kindness and accumulating virtue, he transformed his own fate. Short life, no children, and lack of official rank. He became a revered sage of changing one's destiny in later generations. Yuan Liao Fan was a resident of Wujiang in Jiangnan during the Wangli era of the Ming Dynasty. Coming from a humble family, he studied medicine to make a living. One day, while visiting Xi'an Temple, he encountered an extraordinary old man named Kong, who had long white eyebrows and a celestial appearance. This old man was highly skilled in the art of divination using the supreme numbers. Intrigued, Yuan invited him home and asked him to calculate the fortunes of his family members based on their birth dates, and the results were surprisingly accurate. Yuan then requested a detailed analysis of his own life. The diviner, Kong, did not hold back and predicted that Yuan would pass the county-level examination the following year and rank 14th, achieve 71st place in the provincial examination, and rank 9th in the metropolitan examination. He also foretold that Yuan would become a Zhenji, successful candidate in the highest imperial examination in a certain year, and a Gongshi successful candidate in the second-tier examination in another year. However, he also predicted that Yuan would not attain the highest academic rank and would only hold a minor official position for 3 years. He would pass away on the 14th day of the 8th month, in the year of his 53rd birthday, without leaving any children behind. The predictions for the 3 exams made by Kong the diviner were all accurate the following year. Over the next 20 years, various other predictions made by Kong also came true. As a result, Yuan Liao Fan deeply believed that one's life, fortunes, and misfortunes were all predetermined and could not be forced. He stopped entertaining any unrealistic expectations and left everything to fate. Later, Yuan moved to Kixia Mountain in Nanjing due to certain circumstances, where he met a highly respected monk named Yang Gu. Yang Gu explained the principles of karma and the concept of creating one's own destiny through virtuous actions. He encouraged Yuan not to be an ordinary person who simply let fate dictate his life. After being enlightened by Yang Gu, Yuan gained a deep understanding and made a firm decision to create his own new destiny. He knelt before the Buddha, sincerely confessed his past wrongdoings, and pledged to perform 3,000 virtuous deeds to strive for academic success. He diligently recorded his daily good and bad deeds. Within less than 2 years, although he hadn't completed the 3,000 virtuous deeds, Yuan passed the imperial examination and became a Zhuren successful candidate in the provincial examination. The predictions made by Kong the diviner no longer held true. However, due to Yuan's lack of strict self-discipline, his good deeds sometimes offset his accomplishments. It took him 10 years to complete the 3,000 virtuous deeds. By then, Yuan had become a Zhenji and was appointed as the magistrate of Beoqi County in Shili Province. He deeply understood the benefits of accumulating virtue through diligence and made another pledge to perform 3,000 virtuous acts, this time seeking to have children. Surprisingly, within half a year, his wife gave birth to a son. Yuan's wife, Mr. Yuan, was also virtuous and supportive, actively participating in acts of charity, helping the poor and sick, and practicing animal release. Yuan continued to recite scriptures, worship Buddha, and engage in numerous acts of kindness. In the end, he accumulated countless virtuous deeds and lived until the age of 74. His son, Yuan Tianzhi, also passed the imperial examination and became the magistrate of Gaoyao County in Guangdong Province. This is the inspiring story of Yuan Liao Fan, who courageously reflected on his past, dedicated himself to continuous virtuous actions, and completely transformed his predetermined fate. It provides great inspiration to future generations studying the philosophy of destiny, demonstrating that performing good deeds can create a new destiny for oneself.